Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to my video. So, a little bit introduce myself. My name is Samson. Sounds like Samsung, but last name is Son, which is a very common Chinese name. Um, the reason that I'm starting to making the YouTube video series is to share some thoughts on the financial world. There is a lot of going on recently, and a lot of new folks is joining. And if you notice those news recently on the WSB channel, there is a lot of lost souls over there, which has absolutely no idea what is doing, and sounds like exciting, and they throw money in, and they kind of lost it, right? So financial investments, those things are not hard, but they do require some expertise and practice knowledges to get through it. So if you just dive in, stay tuned with this channel, and I will try to share some thoughts on my kind of investment strategies, my thought on doing this kind of things, and let's grow together. I doing investments since about 2017-ish, I would say. So that time, market is good, everything looks nice, and we are in the bullish market since the financial crisis. So everybody join after that pretty much is making money, either big or less. You're getting some. All right. So that's the fundamental of it, and you will see there are a lot of people trying to making videos by guessing like what kind of stock is going to go up, what kind of stock is going to go down. Stuff sounds very attractive, right? Sounds like you're going to make a big bucks by just following their advice, by just watching some sort of YouTube videos. Then you should be fine, right? Well, yes and no. So investing is a pretty funny thing. So it's not that straightforward. A lot of people will recommend you stocks, doing here and there, but what they didn't really tell you is that the stock prices, especially individual stocks, are unpredictable. So that is kind of a known secret across the industry, that nobody has absolutely any fucking idea what a stock price going to look like for tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, or even 1 month later. So it's the unpredictable of the market that a lot of people trying to find is there's any certain rules or patterns or that kind of things to beat the market, to predict it, but you can't. You cannot do that, which basically limits, like I would say, 80% of the financial shows on YouTube channels. First thing first, so investment is not a game, okay? It's not a gamble. It's not like you bet something, then you can expect a big return. It does happening, but if you don't do your research, you don't study on it, I can guarantee 100% you will be lose every single penny you put onto that thing. So that's why a lot of folks just say stay away from the stock market. You will lose money on that. It's because they don't manage their risk correctly. And a lot of folks just buying what other people say without even knowing what that is, and of course you're going to lose money on that because you have absolutely no fucking idea what are you doing. Well, so for that kind of things, I think this videos might have a chance to save you, or might not. I mean, people wants to win big, and when you're thinking about that, you're going to lose basically. If you want to invest in something, either it's a stock market or it's real estate or something else, you gotta to put time to study it. All right. So you can't join in, just throw a bunch of money. The Wall Street will very happy to take your free money and let you lose. So that's definitely not going to work. You have to have the mindset. You have to equip yourself with the knowledge just as your counterpart has. So all right, so every time you're doing a trade, you are doing a trade with somebody else. Somebody else that could be a big firms in Wall Street or some dumbass just like us that they call it retail investor. So the term of retail investor, which means really before it's called dumb money. And that is not even I made that up. So Bloomberg said that several times, which is the biggest financial media in the world, says that retail investors basically they are equivalent to the dumb money. So that's how they call us, because a lot of investors like us, we don't have the knowledge necessary to do individual investment. That's the number one fundamentals why people lose money on their stock market. The second thing is that we need to have the mindset that it goes up and down and nobody can predict it, even the smartest. All right, so that's thing you need to understand. So short-term investment, which typically describes anything is less than a year, well, in my standard is less than 3 years. So short-term investment will guarantee that you will lose your money somehow. So you saw a lot of Robinhood has posted their returns like 100% in 3 months. Jealous? Yeah, of course, because they are those lucky suckers that actually dig the gold and they get rich. But at some point they're gonna to pay all those back, because it's just how the game goes. I mean, as long as you keep playing, you will be sure at some point you lose it, because it is a risky move, and when risk involved, you will have the potential gain, but all of time you will just start to losing money on that. It's simple as that. So short terms, don't do it. If you want to invest your money, not throw it away, I mean, you can give it to me, I guess. I mean, it's just rather than just give it to somebody else you don't know. You need to investment in the long term. Which that being said, that anything less than a year, it's really not really a good idea for retail investors to do. So that is some mindset you really need to have equipped. But the problem goes to that is for the long term investment is the return is not looking that phenomenal. All right. So there's another thing. So what is a phenomenal return? Well, the GameStop jumps like 1,000% in 5 weeks. That is phenomenal. No, that is fucking insane. I mean, even though I kind of fall in to support them to beat those hedge funds and kick them ass, but really turns to your own money. Do you really want to throw those away? I mean, those your hard-earned money that if you buy them at $400 right now, it's just $90. I mean, you lost what, like 70%, 60% of it. I mean, what's the point for that? I mean, everybody has to take responsibilities on their own money. I mean, don't listen to somebody is on the WBS or WSB on it, just to have to let you throw money on that. Why should you listen to that? That doesn't make any sense at all. All right, that is fucking insane. So that is not a typical scenario. All right, so that is you must know that is not a typical scenario. So here are some returns that you might want to consider. A average hedge fund, which is this time the site has been beating up. So they make about 30% a year of the annual return. That is considered very, very good. 30%. Versus that 1,000% of the GameStop, that is not consistent. All right, that's not a thing that typically you should be pursuing on. So a hedge fund, which is a very risky investment, gets about 30% on average every single year. All right, even before a couple years before, they actually get lower than that, because it's the market keep going. There's no momentum, so they will be hard to get any money. That's that. The index though, If you don't know what index is, basically the S&P 500. So since 1967, so average is about 7%. That is a phenomenal. So that is a very good return, compounded every single year with 7%. That is a lot of money actually. So everything is over than 10% in the U.S. stock market recently. That should consider a very good return. All right, as long as you can beat the market, as long as you can stay at the average return of S&P 500, which last year should be 14.5 something. So as long as you kind of keeping in that kind of level, you are doing great. You are doing great. A lot of mutual funds, they can't even keep up on that. They can't even keep up on that. So those are kind of things you should be considered a phenomenal return. That 1,000, just to forget about it. That's not the game you should be getting into. So when you get into financial investment, so one investment 101, you will see a lot of advertisement or advisors or stuff, other people. They will just start to suggesting you that start to invest in an ETF, which is a kind of index fund that basically just automatically tracking the index. So whatever stuff in S&P 500, it would just buy either S&P 500 index fund or a Nasdaq index fund or whatever the index, or you can even risk your MSCI index fund. So those are kind of the index fund, which gives you a average return, though the average is still kind of high. So average return, and you will do good if the market do good, and the market in the long run always doing good. So those are kind of the thing that we should be started on. Forgot your GameStop. If you still have it, I would suggest to dump it off and run. It's the game is over, guys. So don't chasing on that anymore. Don't chasing on AMC or silver or any crap that's WSB try to stay on. Those players, they are pros. They are pro players. A lot of strategies, I was like, holy cow, you can't even do that. So that is very pro tactics. So they have a lot of moves. A lot of people, some people getting money though, but not you. All right. So your best chance to in the stock market is through the ETF. Index funds or some mutual fund that actually chasing the index. So those are your best bet. All right, so that's the thing I want to share today. That this is the first video, and we'll see how that goes. And I will see you guys next time. Like it if you like it, subscribe my channel, and don't forget to smash that thumb button. All right, all good. See you guys later.